Terra Luna's price has been exploding. Here's what happens next. Hit the like button and the subscribe button if you guys are new. Make sure to join our free Discord with that second link down in the description below. But other than that, let's get right into this video. Alrighty, everybody, we have some interesting articles here talking about Terra. Are USTC and LUNC making a comeback? This is something that a lot of people have been asking the question about, mostly because if you actually go to the last couple of charts, last couple of days, we are up massively from the previous lows that we were experiencing just a couple of days ago. As you can see, we are trading anywhere between the 5 and 4, 4 zeros, 5 zeros range. Again, we were really low as far as the overall price goes, and a lot of people did not think that this coin was ever going to make a return in any regard anytime soon. But of course, as you can see, it seems that that was proven wrong, and a huge breakout towards the upside, all the way to the point where we deleted a 0 and pushed all the way up to the 1.6 level, which is just nuts, guys. The movement that we're seeing with Luna right now is absolutely crazy. But since then, we're taking a little bit of a breather, right? We're kind of slowing down in that growth. We saw a little bit of a pullback here in the early hours, or the late hours, I guess you should say, of June 29th into June 30th. And of course, the dip obviously kind of extended itself, if you will, over the last couple of hours. And then, of course, we are now here, right? And the big question is, should I be buying Luna on this dip? Is it going to consolidate more, or are we going to dump lower? Now, please keep this in mind. Just because this rally is pulling back right now doesn't necessarily mean it's over, but you have to look at the other elements first. And one of the key elements that I always like to point to is the large cap market cryptos. I'm talking Bitcoin, I'm talking Ethereum, I'm talking all of these ones. In any cryptocurrency in the top 10 crypto is typically going to have a pretty major effect on the overall market. As you can see, the overall market is down 3.94% just today. So that means that, one, this is not a specific Terra Luna issue. This is a broader market issue. If you look at Bitcoin, we're dropping down to $19,000 per coin, down 4% just today. Ethereum's down over 7% just today. So again, it's not surprising that we're pulling back even after this massive rally. And of course, this rally actually was not really even predicated on other massive market cryptos. We saw other cryptos actually do really poorly compared to Terra Luna. Terra Luna was up anywhere between 50 to 60% just about a day ago, and the rest of the cryptocurrency market was down like 2 to 3%. So this was outperforming pretty much major market cap cryptos, and it's not surprising that it's finally kind of catching up with the overall sentiment of the market, which is basically right now negative, right? It's not very good. But keeping that in mind, again, a whole article kind of talks a little bit about the overall bounce that we're seeing, how it's jumped up, but one of the more important things is, of course, USTC, and I want to talk about this because I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this as of late. USTC is basically UST, but it's kind of the revived version, it's kind of a fixed version. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways and words that you can use to describe it, but looking at it right here, this was a play that I actually called out just a couple of days ago in the videos, and this is really, guys, why you have to hit the subscribe button, even though we did dump down after. As you can see here, we got a nice little breakout here of about 3 to 4 to even 5% here on the 5-minute chart, and we talked about this in the video, and I said, hey guys, look at this is a potential breakout here. Look at the bull flag that's being formed. This looks really good. Now you're probably thinking, well, didn't you draw those lines on that other chart? If you're not familiar with technical analysis, maybe that's something that you were thinking, and you're right, I did draw lines like that. They were similar to that, but they were not the same. This is what's known as a rising wedge pattern, and when it goes up and up and up and like that, it gets too overextended and it breaks out towards the downside, and we see massive losses, or not losses, but rather just massive, dumps to the downside in that perspective. Keep that in mind, guys. And of course, too, we have a lot of people on Twitter talking about LUNC, saying LUNC is dead, famous last words. And you're right. Like, look at this huge pump towards the upside. Obviously, this was way before they even broke a 0 on that as well. Really cool to see. But again, we're in kind of a cool-off period right now, guys. And I think that this will get better. But in the meantime, I think there needs to be a lot more patience from not only the buyers and sellers in the market, but also the overall Luna community in general. It seems that, again, this happened very similarly with Shiba Inu, where when the rally was going on, it was just greed. Everybody was loving all the gains that they were getting, but they never wanted it to stop. They never took a breath. They never kind of like took a chance to kind of scale act and, you know, think about things in a larger kind of time frame and a larger perspective. So keep that in mind, guys. Again, patience is so key in the markets right now, especially with these types of cryptos and a host of other options as well. Either way, guys, let me know what you guys are doing down in the comments below. I always love to know your overall strategies and ways that you're approaching the crypto market, and of course what you're investing in. Always love to know that as well. Hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. But other than that, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.